I fucked up. I really fucked up, bro. I thought things were gonna be more of an upward trajectory, but it's not. I relapsed last week. Actually, no, Sunday, which was a few days ago. I relapsed. I had a lot of sexual urges, and I also broke my streak. I just, for some reason, decided it was a good idea to go on TikTok and start scrolling, and I wasted 2 hours the other day. Am I disappointed? Yes. Will I do it again? I'll try to resist, but I don't know. Man, no, it's really not an upward trajectory. That's the truth, man. Dealing with habits like these and addictions, you're always gonna have grooves and valleys in the journey, or not, it's not always gonna be straight up. So I'm just being real and raw with you guys, man. This is it, man. I'm doing this on purpose to show you guys what your journey might be like too. It's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna relapse. You're gonna fall victim to things, but that's just how it is. Anyway, today I'm gonna take this opportunity to fully reset my mind and reset my focus and my trajectory on what I need to do at school, have the gym, and I gotta get a work session. Those are the non-negotiables. And I'll let you guys know if I scroll in between, if I do anything in regards to pornography, or even if I eat unhealthy. But the only way forward, the only way out of this situation is forward, man. You can't dwell on it for too long, so let's head to school. Just got here. I don't want to be here, but we have to, at least for now. Fuck, bro. Alright, anyways, I know a lot of y'all can relate, but going to school, especially during the summer, when there's nice weather out today, bro, get me out of here. Anyway, fuck. Bro, there's no one in this school that I actually care about. Like, they're all losers, bro. Get me out of here, man. I just got out, and man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm an extrovert, right? Which extrovert, essentially, my definition of it is just, who do you gain energy from, right? Do you gain energy being around other people, or do you gain energy being alone? I always gain energy from being around others. I don't have the best social battery, but I am an extrovert. And so my social life has been so garbage that it's even me, I would consider myself pretty mentally strong. It's tough, bro. I'm at like breaking point, but I'm gonna try keeping it together as much as I can. I feel a little bit out of alignment right now, so I'm headed to the forest, or just whatever. I'm in the suburbs area right now, and I'm just walking around just to reclaim my focus and realign myself, because I have a work session to hit. I have stuff to do later, and I don't think that I'll be able to work efficiently with all of the racing thoughts and stuff. So, forest time, boys. As I'm walking here, I can't help but think to myself that the world is only getting progressively worse as we know it. More wars, more uncertainty, more crises. The economy in the Western world is declining. You can just look at the data, man. Even most people just inherently know. If you've lived for over 10 years and have a brain, you can know. This isn't good. It's not gonna last forever. But what is good about these times being super hard is that these hard times will create extraordinary men. And then those extraordinary men will lead an uprising and rebuild and reshape the world to where it needs to be to go forward. That's how it's been throughout history, and that's always how it's going to be going forward. That's just how humanity functions. But we have to remain in the present. Right now, we're in a literal bubble. We're in the storm right now, and we have to face forward and keep our head up. My solitude is kind of turning into loneliness. And solitude for me is just like being happy alone with myself. But when it turns into loneliness, that's when it's like you really feel the pain of it. And it's more manifesting as anger. And I think the main reason why is because of the fact that so much went wrong, and I just relapsed on so many things, including the scrolling, which I was doing so well. Since the start of the challenge, I haven't scrolled, and here I am scrolling. Let's work out. I'm not even in the mood to film right now, to be honest, or work out. I'm literally so mad, bro. I had such a good trajectory, man, and I screwed it all up. I know I said the reset would be 3 months, but if I have to extend it, by all means, I don't care. However long it takes to get a full transformation. As long as I do better next week, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Anyways, let's get back to the workout. Muscles are cooked, so on to the next segment. I kid you not, I got to my desk and I had no clue what to do today when I got there. But there's always work to be done. There's always work to be done. So I just improvised and I created more work for myself because we always have to be moving ahead. Anyways, long day, long week actually. Still angry at myself for relapsing and stumbling, but whatever. Something I am learning from this whole thing is that failure is part of the process, right? It's always part of the process and it's not linear. Success in any realm is never going to be a straight line. You're going to have to go through grooves and valleys, and you're going to have to climb peaks that you didn't even know you'd have to climb. But that's just the reality. All of this stuff too, it's also making me realize that I got way too much potential. And most of you, I can say based off of personal experience, because even though I failed and I relapsed, it was very short. It wasn't super bad. My scrolling addictions and all this, it used to be terrible before I started this. So I can say based off experience, you have so much potential, but your judgment is just clouded because you're just so distracted all the time. And you're in this situation, right? You think you have no time in the day. You go to school, you go to your job, you come home thinking you have all this free time, and then you have to go to sleep, and boom, in your head you're thinking, where did all that time go, right? I thought I had free time to actually do what I want to do and think for myself and go out and enjoy life. But no, that time just flies by. Why? That time flew by because you are way too distracted. And I have no clue if you're even aware of that or if you're just blindly going by your day and it's just a subconscious habit for you. But I know there are people out there who were like me where they did know, hey, I don't have as much time as I used to. And they connect the dots. It's because of this. And they know they need to fix it, but it's hard. Honestly, another thing too that I realized is that we live in a world that's just so disconnected at this point. And the main reason why is because we lack a sense of community. Main reason why is because also of social media. We're so busy scrolling day after day that we can't begin to realize what's actually going on in the world, and better yet, what's actually going on in front of us. That's what it's come to. And I scrolled again in between those two clips. That's week 4. I'm disappointing myself, but I'm also hopeful. I didn't do the same style of journaling that I usually do. This week, because I was feeling so disappointed in myself, I just wrote down my thoughts and feelings just on the paper, just blurted it all out, and I thought I'd take the time to just read it. Today, I failed. It made me angry because it was unexpected. I thought this journey would have been a straight line in terms of trajectory, but I was wrong. This made me feel lost and alone, but I used this week's video as a realignment. All I know is I'll come back stronger. That pretty much sums up how I'm feeling about all this and how I'm processing it. But the only way forward is up. The only way forward is by keeping my head up and just going in. It's true. Next week we'll come back stronger. All I have to do is just stay consistent. I can't fumble. I did learn a lot though, so I can't complain. There's always a lesson in things like this. Anyways, some big failures this week, but that's a good thing. I'll catch you guys in the next one.